Hi, I'm Reza Taheri. I'm a principal engineer in the performance group at VMware, where I've been for the past 8 years. I've been in the industry for about 30 some years, all of it focused on performance of high-end systems and databases. What I wanted to talk about today is some special care that you may need to apply when you are virtualizing very demanding applications. vSphere has good performance out of the box, across the board, etc. But when you have a demanding application, you need to tune your system for it. The same way that you need to tune the operating system, storage, and the application itself, you may need to tune and apply specific optimizations for the hypervisor to get good performance. I give a couple of examples today. One is applications that have very high I/O rates. Storage I/O, IOPS, or networking I/O, packets per second. If that's high, that's going to require slightly higher resources when you virtualize. This is due to what we call going through the stack twice. This refers to the fact that an I/O has to go through the virtual layer, the virtual HBA or virtual NIC in the guest first, but then it has to go through the physical layer on the host too. And going through the stack twice, doing this twice, requires extra I/O resources, extra CPU resources. Now, we do a lot of optimization for that by coalescing and batching, etc., to reduce that extra cost, but it's there. And there is a blog that you can refer to that's going to be a reference at the bottom of this video that you can see. We show how much extra resources are required, and if you have a very large server, you may have to set aside 1 or 2 cores or 3 cores to account for very, very high I/O rates of tens or hundreds of thousands of packets and I/Os per second. The second example is low latency applications that require latencies of 10 to 100 microseconds. We can handle these. We have been able to handle these since vSphere 5 and even more with 5.5 and the upcoming 6. But it does require that you actually take an active part and set the tunable parameters for the virtual machine to tell the hypervisor that you want this virtual machine to be treated differently and specially, and resources to be set aside so that you can achieve that low latency. So the big picture again is that we have good performance, but for very demanding applications, you need to have an active part and tune and set the parameters for the hypervisor to achieve that good performance.